I believe you should always say yes to things that terrify you. So I said yes immediately. I was thrilled and overcome, really, because I've had a long history with this festival in various forms. I've been in the marketplace, I've been at gala screenings, I've been in films that are in competition, but I've never really been here as an audience member, but an audience member with a very particular and strong responsibility. It's strange. I mean, I'm not a big believer in competition when it comes to artistic product, and I think for me, I was compelled to accept because of, I suppose, the immersive experience that I would be able to have, but also to be in dialogue with these incredible jury members and also the diverse array of films. It's an opportunity you don't get very much to sort of recharge your own creative batteries and just deeply absorb the cornucopia of work that's on, that Terry and his team have presented. I think it will evolve. I think, generally speaking, as an actor, as a producer, I'm very open-minded. I might have strong opinions, but I'm very open to have those changed. Because when I'm making work myself, I don't know how to make it unless I'm in dialogue with people. I'm not a fan of, even though I'm talking a lot right now, I'm not a great fan of monologue. I often only really deeply understand things or know how I feel about things once, you've done a few U-turns, and once you've heard what other people think, it allows your own opinion to become deeper and richer. So I think I'm going to be pretty collaborative. I think it's just in my bones. The Palme d'Or, I think, is an award that is embracing the entirety of the creative experience. So it's when a film is utterly cohesive and undeniably so. So that the camera work, the costuming, the performances, the way it's lit, the way it's edited, the way it's directed, the score, when all of those elements come together. I think the difficult and painful thing for us as a jury is that then if you wanted to single out a performance, or you wanted to single out the direction, or you wanted to single out the screenplay, is you cannot. And so I think that's when, I think a lot of the public and perhaps even some of the press are not aware of that and how difficult that is as artists who know how films are put together. But I think ultimately it's when the Palme d'Or is when something is utterly complete. It's a very unique film festival. It's spectacular, it's glamorous, it's all of those things. But I think for me, being Australian, growing up in Australia, it was a real, for Australian films, but also I think films from the Asia-Pacific region and from elsewhere. It's a wonderful portal into not only a European and potentially an American and an English platform, but it's also a wonderful melting pot. And so the great thing is you're seeing films from such a diverse array of films from directors of all different scale and ambition and cultures, and so it's the juxtaposition of that, I think, is quite unique and profound. I think one of the quintessential Cannes moments for me was standing at the top of the stairs of the Palais and just seeing the Croisette completely full because they'd come to see Harrison Ford when we were here for the Indiana Jones. And I just thought these people not only love Harrison Ford and the franchise and Spielberg and George Lucas, but they love film. And this is the wonderful thing about Cannes, is there's the jury and the industry members, but there's also a lot of general public here interfacing with the press. So there's a really interesting dynamic that's produced. So I think it's probably that I remember most.